Welcome, welcome, welcome. I believe that we are live. Welcome back to the stream. We are getting ready for another day of working towards building a $1 million company. All right. And a $1 million company, I guess, as we're defining it here for this, little live stream like series. I don't know what to call it. Program? I don't know. Anyways, it's $1 million in revenue, total revenue every year. So that's what we're aiming to build. So not in total profit or loss or anything like that, although that would be nice, $1 million in profit. But $1 million in revenue, I am not going to complain. And today we're going to take off, or we're going to start where we left off yesterday, which was we're building a brand new membership website. It is for somebody that enjoys and loves reading books and loves doing reviews on books, and is going to have a book review website or club or what have you online, and they want to have people to be able to join so that they can leave their own comments on reviews and also leave their own ratings on books. So that's what we're building, and we were in the process of, we've designed some of the pages very crudely, mind you, in Photoshop, just using basically hand-drawn layouts. And we also started doing work on the database structure. So we're gonna dive into that. Before I get started, a couple things to say here. I do apologize for being late. I think I gotta get better at managing my time, which is one of the things that I have a hard time with, just because I have a lot of things on the go. So I was doing lots of client work earlier today, and I also had to send in, I had to send in a couple quotes today. So it's looking like we're going to be getting another bigger project, which will be nice, which will be worth about, I think it's going to be 10K, which will be nice. Always nice to have that money coming in. And it leads me to a question of these live streams and what you might prefer to see. Do you prefer to see me just working away at doing the stuff that I'm doing? Like, for example, this is going to be a little bit of building a kind of a little mini series of building what's it called, a membership website, from scratch, from start to finish. Or do you prefer to see things about like the day-to-day business operations of things that I do to actually work on the business, not in the business, but on the business, right? So let me know in the comment section if there's anything that you'd prefer to see me focus on. And like, I do know there's a lot of content that I want to build that's going to be like not live stream, but actual just long form or short form content to go on YouTube. But I just haven't had time to do all that stuff, because those take, all the stuff takes a lot of time. So it's just trying to figure out what's the best use of my time and what kind of content I want to create. So anyways, welcome. We're going to dive right in. We've had some new subscribers here to the channel, so thank you so much for everyone that is a subscriber. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. I hope you get some value out of the work that I do here. And of course, feel free to drop me a message anytime to let me know if there's anything you want to see me talk about, or at least just to know what my experiences are of, because I certainly cannot teach you how to make $1 million business, but I can tell you what I'm doing, and we can see together whether that's going to work or not. So with that being said, we are going to dive in here. I am going to throw on some music. Turn that down so it doesn't blast your ears. Okay. And so I'm opening up the project here, but I think what we might start with actually is we'll start in Photoshop here, where we forgot to do the actual individual review page. So we have home, reviews, blog, about, and this is the home page. And this down here, this is very awful sketch, is the review page when you're on the review of seeing like basically all the books that have been reviewed. But now we need something of the individual book, right? So let's make a new, I think that's what we used. Okay, we're gonna make a new sketch here. And you know what we can do? We can copy, well, maybe not so much here. We can copy it here. And all right, is my tablet on? Does this thing need to be charged? It has a USB-C port, these guys. Does it have a battery? I don't know. Like it lights up, it's gotta have a battery. Does it show up in my, can I see my devices? Doesn't say if it has like any battery. Because I know my DaVinci keyboard, when it gets paired, it has like a battery percentage. So that one does. Maybe it doesn't. But how does Bluetooth get this thing power? Because there's like an LED light in here. Okay, anyways, not important. All right, let's get to work. Where are we? Where's my mouse or cursor? Oh, that jumped weird. Oh, it's a little choppy. I don't know if it's because I'm live streaming at the same time. I got a few things open. There's the logo. And right, this is the, when you're doing a specific book. So we could do something like this. Oh, this is... It's my processing power? What is going on here? So that could be a picture of the book. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm having issues with the tablet or... Okay, title of book goes here. You know, the details, the author, like the year it was published. Those details could go there. Oh, I should also bring up what we were working on yesterday. Do you remember this document here where we kind of laid out the functionality? Oh, what am I doing? Right, some keywords don't work for different programs. So this information here, yeah, this information is going to be available for us to display. So if I'm looking at this, this is wrong. So let's erase that. Let's go back to our pen. So this is, should this be the book title or the review title? Okay. So basically what I'm thinking, let me just talk this through. So I'm thinking you have a nice image of the book here. And then there's like a title here, but then is that the title of the book or is that the title of the review? So like the review or the book. And then, you know, somewhere along here is you have the star details. And then I guess you just have the text. Oh, it should fill up kind of the area. And then below here, you have the comments. And then, you know, here's the user. And then like there's their comment. And then there could also be a call to action to sign up to comment. Right? Can you guys see that? I can't see what you're seeing. Okay, yeah, my face isn't in the way. I can move over a little bit. Call to action to sign up? Yeah. What other information do we need? And then we could have, on this side, we can also have the user ratings. I'll have their 5-star reviews. I'm trying to think if this is a good way to put this image. So the way this website is going to operate is the images aren't going to be just standard images of like what the book is. It's going to be, they're going to be like staged images, right? That'll have like basically like a lot of character to them. So if it's a book about sports or boxing, for example, we'll actually like stage out the book in a boxing scene, right? Where there'll be gloves or jump rope or whatever in the background. So it'll have a really contextualized like image. It's just like almost, I won't say the high quality, but a really nice, appealing image to go with the book review, right? Which is going to be used on social media or whatever to just kind of promote the review, right? Because you look at that picture like, oh, that's a pretty picture. It's not just a picture of a book. It's a picture of a book with a nice ambiance and whatever it is, right? So that's the idea of what this is going to look like. So where should that image be in relation to everything else, like the content and then the titles and all that kind of stuff? So, I mean, this is one way, which is just, I mean, this is pretty standard, what you have here. And then the comment section below. Alternatively, let's present an alternative layout. Here's the logo. That's the navigation. Maybe this looks a little off to me because let's just tighten it up a little bit. That's the navigation. And you know that image is going to be much larger. And you just come in with a nice image here. In fact, actually, here we have the title. So this is the is nicely aligned. So that's the review title. Man, does this make my handwriting look terrible? But maybe my handwriting is terrible. So well, that was relatively straight. Well, that was not. Skipping again. Oh my goodness. It's like is the board crooked or is my, oh my goodness. Oh, that was not bad. Oh, that was crooked. It's like you have to compensate. That's still like super crooked. Oh, that's better. So here we have the image. That doesn't make it look any better. Makes it look less appealing, if you ask me. Right, and then how do we do... So where do we put the metadata? I'm also trying to keep in mind what's going to look like on a phone. But we can have, you know, there's the book title. Maybe just go like this instead. Title of book. Author. Publication year. And then we can go here, we can have like bookmarked rate. Oh, let's add a little more space. Just line that up, and then like whatever, like the audience. And what do they rate it as? Out of 5 stars. And then you just actually have the review. Maybe because it's about books, we can do something kind of fancy. You know, like the first letter in the review. And then, oh, right, I forgot this before. We have recommended. And then comments. And this will just be simple. No one's going to be allowed to, I mean, not allowed, but there's not going to be any replies to comments just quite yet. We're just going to have a simple comment system where, ooh, just stop, get out of there. How did I switch? I might have switched brushes. Which is going to be the person's avatar. You know, Mr. Smith. And they leave their comment here. In fact, I might center that. But those are little details. And then, of course, down below is the call to action. So what works better? So this one depends. Yeah, so the problem with this one is if the screen isn't wide enough. I mean, we could always have breakpoints as well too in the design. But if the picture is more landscape than it is portrait, so it's really long, then you could think of it extending out much further and going not as high. And then if the text is really long here, it's just going to scroll like this, and you're just going to have all this dead space over here. Now, white space is normally okay, But when it comes to something like this, when you're just reading and your text is off center, it's a little awkward. And it's not the most appealing. I think it's okay if you have your text on, oh, did I change colors? I did. If you have your text moved over this way, so your text is down here, you know what I should do? I should just change colors when I'm just talking about what I'm thinking. Yeah, so if you take the text, oh, I didn't change it. X. If you move the text here and your text area is along this side, and then you have like a sidebar here, and then as you scroll up, if your text stays here, that's a little bit easier on the eyes because we read right to left, or left to right, I should say, right? So you kind of start here at the beginning of the page. But if the text was all starting on this side, and then you're reading right to left, it's got all this space here, which is just not as appealing. So that's why I think I'm going to go with something like this. So I still have a few, I still have a few question marks over here based on how we're going to display this metadata, and that metadata might change. But this is pretty, like, I think if we have a nice image here and you have this information and they're both justified, one to the left, one to the right, I think that'll look pretty good. And with a nice image, which is going to be key, the page should look really nice. And just have everything nicely center aligned, at least in here. And then we have the actual, we can have the content here. And if it's generally going to be like very text heavy, then, oh no, what am I doing? Then we could actually bring these in a little bit and then have the content fit within a smaller column area. Between 600, oh my goodness. Between 600, and 700 pixels of screen real estate. Yeah. I like that. Any thoughts, comments? Let me know. Does it sound good? I think it sounds good. Okay. I can work with this. And I think the about page and the other pages, they're just going to be plain. Very, very plain. And that's where something like this might come in handy. No, we'll keep with the same. I'm not scrolling. Am I frozen? Uh-oh. Spacebar is not working. Uh-oh. This might not be. This one's not responding. Uh-oh. Well, let's see if we can save it. Not on there. Let's just call that the book page. Maybe now. Nope, still can't do anything. Okay, well, let's close that down before it has a heart attack. And let's get back into the database. So I think we just finished creating the comments collection, right? And commenting on. But we also need the comment author, right? Which is going to be the user. So what else do we need to do before we get into activating the memberships on this Webflow project? We need ratings. Okay. New collection. Let me see if I can move my face to here. I think that helps a little bit. Unless I can. There we go. Okay. So move that tablet out of the way for now. Bring in everything else into focus here that I need. Okay. So ratings. We don't need a name for the ratings. And you can't remove, can you? You can't even delete that because it's required, eh? Interesting. Okay. So we're going to need a number value for the stars. Did I put the ratings within the reviews? I may have. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, I think these. Oh, okay. Let's go back to here for a second. Oh, what did I do there? So I think my ratings. Yeah, these are the user ratings, not the individual like bookmarked, what their ratings are going to be. Right. So it still needs a minimum 1, maximum 5. We're going to save that and create that collection. So I think if we go into reviews, if we just go here, yeah, there's rating right here, which is the number. So in fact, I'm going to go in here. I'm just going to call that user ratings. Or, yeah. Okay. I know we're going to need to attach a user to it, but we'll get to that. Okay. Oh, it's got a template. What does it have here? Blog posts. I prefer blog. So this is the title. Oh. Yes, save. That's the content. Main image and thumbnail image are going to be the same. Throw that one out. Featured. Do I want featured in color for a blog post for this site? I don't think so. But we are going to need categories, and we're going to add that as well in a bit. I'll make sure my face doesn't go off screen. I gave myself too narrow of a space to be able to fit my face in here. Okay. Yeah, let's remove that. Featured, we can keep that because that could come in handy. And we need the author as well. Okay, we'll have to collect that. Or collect that, we have to create that. So let's do that right now. Authors. And have that author. Add field. What do we want? I wrote down first name, last name. Is there any reason why we'd want first name, last name? Maybe for sorting by authors alphabetically. As of right now, there's going to be 2 authors, so. There we go, depending on who it is. Okay, and we need. And maybe an Instagram link. And profile picture. Okay. That's good. Now we're going to need categories. Oh, whoa, what am I doing? Yes, discard changes. I was creating an author. There we go. There's categories right here. Icons, no icons. But I do like having a color for the category, so that's cool. We have authors, we have ratings, comments, categories, genres. Do we have genres? We do have genres. And then the reviews. Perfect. So let's go into the members. Okay, members with users, you can build tailored experiences, blah, blah, blah. It's red because they're in beta. We're going to enable it on this site. Okay. So now we have a collection for users and access groups. So we're just going to worry about users right now. And we need users to have a name, an email, a password. Looks like we have to keep those on there, which is cool. Yeah. This, if we could link this in with our MailChimp, that would be ideal, because then, you know, this will make this available in their account profile page or what have you, for them to be able to update. Okay, so members, we want them to be able to have, we can't have them upload a document or image. Yeah, image. So profile picture, right? Only allow specific file types. Yes. Allow all image file types. No, we're not. We're going to allow. Do I have to type it out like this? Oh. That's it. No gifts. Sorry, guys. Yeah. We'll keep it super simple for now. Save. What other fields? So we didn't have, all we wanted to have is for the members to be able to join, update their password, which we'll get to, cancel and unsubscribe. So that should already be pre-built in from the pages within Webflow. We'll take a look at that in a moment. There isn't anything else I think that we need. So I think for now we're good with what we have. Oh, excuse me, or for what we've been given here. So if we look at, because if we look at the pages, we have this reset password, update password, login, sign up, and user account. So we have all these kind of pre-built pages already that we're going to be able to style and bring into our own, and then log in and sign up, which is perfect. This is annoying having this coming up. You agree to the privacy policy terms of service. And it doesn't seem like there's any way to remove that. But they're not required, so we could just not show them when people are signing up. Except for maybe the accept communications one. We might want to say yes to that one. In terms of privacy, I mean, we're not doing anything with anybody's information. We're not selling anything. We're not collecting it. We don't do any, not even collecting Google Analytics, right? Like nothing. It's like, I know for me, I value my own privacy, so I'm not going to go create something that's going to infringe on other people's privacy. Just not going to happen. Okay. So we have the access groups. Okay, let's go back to here for a second. Go back to reviews. So the reviewer is also going to need an author, right? So that's going to be a reference to an author. Okay. And now a comment is going to, now am I going to be able to reference this? Oh, right. I think it was the same problem, I think, when I was trying to do the back end for the invoice company, which is still happening, by the way, just delayed, because the person that I'm working with is just really busy. Right, so we can't reference the users. So this is a problem. Right, so the problem is we have our users. They're not in a table, like in a collection. They're just like in the user section. But if I can't reference the users, then I'm not going to know. Like, I can't just have comments without being attached to a specific user. So I think what I'm going to have to do, this seems pretty bad, but hear me out on this. Hear me out and let me know what you think, if this is good. If there's anybody out here that is watching that is smarter than me, which is like everyone. So what if every time there's a new user that joins up, I just capture that information and then I create a new collection of you like basically user profiles or user names or whatever. So it just takes the name of the user, and then I just use that to reference like the comments. Do you know what I mean? So someone signs up, you know, Mr. Jones signs up, and then they're in our collection. But then when he signs up, I capture that information of his name, Mr. Jones, and I just create another collection of usernames, and I put Mr. Jones. Oh, but see, here's a problem. The problem is I need to know whenever that person is logged in. I need to know whenever they're going to perform a specific activity. So what I would have to do is I would have to capture. So every user is going to have a specific ID. So I'm going to have to capture, instead of having like to capture, instead of capturing user names, I'm going to have to capture the ID of the user. So if I capture the ID of the user, is that going to work? Ooh, if it doesn't work, oh, then we're going to be in trouble. Yes, exit without saving. Okay, hang on. What does this say? I've added a hosting plan. Yeah, that's... Let's just see what this says. Go to user accounts. Oh, all right. I already done that. Access groups. Okay, let's make an access group. I'm just going to create a user and then delete it, and just to see if it gives it an ID. And then hopefully we can capture that information. Group. Subscribers. And yeah. Right. So far, nothing's restricted, so they'll be able to access everything. The only difference is that they're not going to be able to do any of the ratings and all that stuff. Okay. Let's create that group. Oh. Choose access group. I guess it's already added. So invite. All right, there we go. We got a user ID, right? Perfect. But when we're in here, we still can't access any of that stuff. Okay, so I'm just trying to think in my mind. Assuming that we can capture the ID of a user as soon as the user is created. So they hit the website. They say, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I was doing a bunch of work on here and I wasn't showing you guys. My bad. Let me just go real quick what I did. Exit without saving. So I basically created an access group and I called it subscribers and granted them free access. They'll be able to see everything. Well, it's free access. So it's called subscribers, and then I just invited myself as a user. I just gave my email address and hit invite. Like I can just go like invite new user. It's like, what's their email address? What access group do they want? Obviously it's going to be subscribers. It's the only one, and that's it. So, and then there's this user ID. So assuming we can collect this user ID when someone enters in their information, like they sign up, hit enter or join, whatever, that user ID should be capturable. So if we can capture that user ID, we can match that user ID every time someone is going to make a comment. And so we might need to have an Airtable with this. So we can put the user ID in a database. And then what we can do is when someone makes a comment, that comment, we should be able to capture the user ID of the person that made a comment on the comment form. That's what I'm hoping for. But can we do that? I mean, there definitely has to be a way. There has to be a way. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to talk my way out of this one. I think I'm going to have to actually start building it and seeing what difficulties I might run into. Okay, so we have the user groups or the user accounts, and we have the access groups. I think we have everything that we need to get started. Am I missing anything? You have been invited to Bookmarked. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I was just receiving a couple of messages that I had for work-related things. Okay. I think we're good. Let's just start building. Let's start building this sucker. And I think what I want to do is when I start this thing here, I know I have a little component that I started building. Where's my component stuff? And I have this navigation, which I'm going to copy and put it in here. Perfect. Okay, going back to our design here just for a second. Oh my goodness. That looks so bad. Okay. I think we're going to keep this relatively simple. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I closed it down. Not what I wanted to do. Okay, what I want to do is I feel like I'm missing a bunch of things. Oh, did I? No. Designing in another tab. Where's this other tab that I just can't see. No, I just closed everything down. Oh, I have it here. All right, design here. Okay, so we're gonna keep things very simple here with the layout. I'm gonna give this a wrapper. And then we're gonna have our container inside our wrapper. I'm not sure why I do this. Maybe it's just a habit, because more often than not, the wrapper doesn't do anything. But I feel like it's a safety blanket in case I do want to change, play around with how the site responds on various devices. Container, I didn't spell that right. This is not going to be a very wide website. Let's center it. Do we put the padding on here? Or do we put the padding on the wrapper? Questions. Which one? Maybe let's put it on. That's gonna significantly decrease the size. Which is essentially like it's 1080. Let's put it on the outside wrapper. .24 font. We're not going to worry about fonts just quite yet. Actually, we probably will sooner rather than later. Bookmark. There we go. Okay. So we got home, about, home reviews, blog about, login. Right, home about, we want reviews. What else was it? Blog, right. So are we gonna have a drop down? I don't think so. Let's get rid of it. So the login, logout buttons, those I believe are elements that are already here. Where are they? Oh, there it is. Log in, log out. Show state in logged in. Yeah, then you want to log out. If you're logged out, you want to be logged in. Yeah, I don't like how it's just one button. I imagine the login. I mean, I could easily just have a login button and then don't show this when you're actually logged in. Like if I want to style it differently. So here's what I'm saying. So this is login. And then this here, show all settings. And then we could do something where we say, ooh, can we not do this? Visibility is hidden when the user state is logged out. Oh, visible. I gotta do it the other way around. Wait, when the user is logged in, it's visible? Yes, because then we want that state to be, needs to say logged out. If you're like, yeah, like this. And then if our user state ends up being like they're logged out, then they're not going to see it. And then there's going to be a button here that says log in. And this button is going to take us to login. There we go. That works. Then we can style this how we want, right? Do we wanna? Is this a button? I wonder what it is. Anyways, so this is basically the portal button. You know what? We're not going to even worry about styling it right now. And I know we can just get the home page at least somewhere. Okay. And then this will be nicely on. Okay, well, that needs a little bit of work, obviously, but ooh, this is saying logged in. But it should be the exact same content. Yes, it's hidden by visibility conditions, but why is it being shown here? It shouldn't be. We'll have to look at that when we actually build a little bit more and test this thing out when we deploy it. Because I don't know how, if you can set a state for like the whole thing. For the whole project. Okay. Actually, we should probably throw this in to a header. And then this will be our hero. Welcome to Bookmarked. And then there's no image. I wonder if there should be. No, I think. Okay, so let's just do this here. Not padding. Let's look at this hero. Well, first of all, I hate defaults. Wish there was a nice reset for everything here in Webflow, but alas, there isn't. Margins, way too much. Hero, I think we want to line everything up in the middle. And then we need to display there might actually be bookmarked is and maybe something like that. And then let's just say we want to put a maximum width to this. Say we want it 600, and now we got to make sure it's centered. And then we're going to have, that might need to be called something else. Latest reviews. Oh, I apologize. I'm so tired. I had a hard time falling asleep last night. I didn't get much sleep. I think what we'll do is, instead of not having anything in here, let's just go into this reviews. And let's just create a bunch of fake ones. Well, there'll be 5 of them. Never like so much how they just, yeah, this book author, it's like way too long. That book title is too long. Save. Like the title is what needs to maybe be a little bit longer. Like that. Okay. Hate when they pick dates in the future. What's this one? Okay, that's not in the future, thankfully. Just cleaning this up a little bit. Okay. So we clean that up a little bit, and we can go in here and we can add in a collection, and that's going to be reviews. It's just a collection. To do that, but this is the title, should be the title of the post, but is that accurate? Is there a review that has a space in it? Yeah, this one. Okay, so I'm trying to think here of the different kind of, tiles that we're going to need to have. So like there's a 3-column grid we're going to need. Here could be a 3-column grid. Here could be a 4-column grid. Book page, no grids. The review page. Yeah, that would just be 2. Okay, I think we're okay to not be too worried about reusability in terms of our class names. I mean, we always need to be worried about that because we never want to duplicate content or duplicate work. But in this case, I don't see this type of layout being needed anywhere else. It might. So we'll call it, so this is just a, call it collection review. Like item. Actually, that should be up here. This should be. There we go. And now we have let's simplify this to CRI. And then we have CRI image. I guess I'll make them 6x4. We do that, and then we go into the background image. You can go here, get background image from reviews. It's the thumbnail. Let's go back. Images, backgrounds. We want it to cover. No tile. Position in the middle. Okay. And this collection review item, excuse me, is going to be not flex. It's going to be a grid. Oh, that's not quite working. Why are you not working? All right. No, it's not on you. It's got to be on you or on you. Could be like or just collection grid 3. Oh, that's also not working. Really? Unless it's got to be here then. It does. So this image. How do we keep the right ratio? Or do I go back to this and then it's 100%, 100%? Still not going to work. Really, that gives you nothing. Like, do I want a minimum? Minimum ain't gonna help with anything. So it needs to have a width. The height. We can't limit the width or the height. Or maybe we just do it this way. Maybe we have to do it for at least one. So that won't work at all, will it? Why isn't it working with setting the height? Ow. Oh, my brain is not doing well today. No. But can I give it a maximum as well? Oh, it's just gonna stay at that, whatever it's set. Okay, so that's okay. We'll just set the height to something that makes sense. And maybe that's 300. It's hard to know what the proportionate ratios should be. I think we can calculate that if we wanted to. Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna have to try to see if I can get to bed early today because this is brutal. I feel wiped. Yeah, I feel totally wiped. Okay, sorry. I'm just, yeah. I don't know how much more I can. I don't know how much longer I can go. I am starting to doze off completely. Okay, so where are we? Latest reviews collection. This particular collection, we want to limit to 3. Excellent. Let's go into here, into the grid. Okay. In fact, instead of doing that in a heading, we need to do this, I think. Well, I actually can stay in the heading. And you are linking to the actual... No, to the page. Okay, so welcome to bookmark, latest reviews, and then we have like a join. Oh, we need a button. Yep, no. Actually, do we want it to be a button? No. So this would be, what is this called? We'll call it like next. Like next call to action? Yeah. It's going to have now I forgot how to use like, why is it that I'm using Webflow and then like I literally forget the keystrokes to bring up the search? I thought it was window key E. Or is it D? No, it's definitely not that. Now I can't see anything. That just like literally minimized all my windows, which is annoying. Okay, what the hell? Or is it spacebar? No. It's gotta be just like Alt E. No. Alt C. No. No, it's Control E. My goodness. Okay. Where was I? No, I was here. Okay, Control E. Next call to action. You're going to need a text field or text. No, not text area. Just text. It's gonna say see all views. I wonder if it should be. I'm wondering if it should be. Like I should have an arrow with it, like an image, and then if so, should that all be wrapped up in like a link block? I'm kind of thinking it should. Yeah, we need an arrow. Do we have an arrow somewhere? Solid icons. We want an arrow to the right. There's lots of different ones. Three. I'm feeling number 7. I'll just click on them to have them show up here in Windows Explorer so I can look at them. And I decided, after careful deliberation, that we are going to, I want to create a new folder here. Call this icons. And use this one, I believe. And image. I mean, do you need an alt text? I guess it is decorative. We'll do this. We'll align it centrally. And we will make it maximum width. Interesting. Okay. So I'll have to do something. Maybe I can do it on here to set some parameters. Oh, no. No, So if we do this, we want to justify it like this, but Set the maximum height to 40 pixels. Why isn't the image itself shrinking? Because maybe we need to so link icon. Maybe the height has to be set. But it's not 100% of the parent. Is it because this is a link block instead of just an actual div? Huh. All right. Well, you know what we do? Let's just give it. Let's just set what it's going to be. We should be able to set it, shouldn't we? Yeah. The width of this one. Although the font's EMs, we're gonna have to use EMs here as well. But for now, this is good. And let's just do something really basic here so we know that it's a button. Actually, let's do the border on the bottom. There we go. And we know that it's going to eventually need to be aligned to the right side. Ooh, why is this one? So the minimum width has to be 100% too, though. Ah, that's not working. I thought the image itself was set to cover. Because if it tiles, it's not going to tile either. No, something's up with this one. This wasn't always like this, was it? I think I have a style that's interfering somewhere. It must be this. Why is this behaving this way? I mean, That's not having any, that's having an effect. We don't even have to have anything. Oh, what the heck is going on? Oh, shit. Yes. That's this thing. So let's say this one needs to be full width actually. Oh, that's still not going to work. Oh, right. Not the display type. We need to make this. This is what I mean. This is what I need to do. No, still not working, eh? Min width 100%. Damn. Maybe it's on the block itself. Come on. There we go. Something. The reason it was cutting off is because there's nothing within that CRI container element that was spanning the full width. So it wasn't actually defining what that width was. So that's why I had to put this at this link block. I had to put 100% in here to make sure that the image would span across the whole containing element, which is the CRI container. And the reason is because this heading right here wasn't very large. So, but instead of, I need to rename this though to CRI link. Collection review item link. Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? I know we didn't get too far today, and I apologize about that. But I think I am way too tired to go on much further. It's been a long day, a long few days, I guess, actually. So I think I need to rest and recover a little bit before I just fall asleep right here on camera. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there. So I'm sorry, we didn't get very far. So more apologizing to myself for letting myself down. I'm not working too much today on this because I do want to get it done as soon as I possibly can. We're making progress though, slowly but surely. And at some point, probably hopefully over the weekend, I'll be able to put some things together to send to the client so that they can start generating some content, so we can fill this stuff out with actual, what the heading is going to be, all that kind of stuff, right? Maybe some about details. If there's even going to be an about page, there might not even be one. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to rest up, and actually I have some client work that I need to finish up as well too, which is kind of annoying, but got to pay the bills, as they say. So with that, I'm going to end it right here. So again, thank you very much for watching, and next stream will probably Thursday. Friday will probably be a little bit longer to get to take a better dent out of this project. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next stream. Take it easy.